All right, let's unearth some true gems today. Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through, well, a mountain of information, really, to bring you the crucial insights, the surprising facts you need to be genuinely well informed. Today, we're taking a magnifying glass to the fascinating career of Rashmika Mandanna. She's an acclaimed Indian actress, widely known across the country, often affectionately dubbed the national crush. Our mission for this deep dive, it's to trace her extraordinary journey. From, a modest upbringing in a small Karnataka town all the way to becoming one of the most sought-after, highest-paid stars in South Indian cinema, and now a truly prominent pan-India figure. We're going to pinpoint the key milestones, the strategic choices, and the underlying factors that powered her impressive and, frankly, meteoric rise.
Yeah, and what's truly remarkable about Rashmika's story right from the outset is just the sheer velocity, the speed, and also the multilingual breadth of her success. She's not just an actress, she's a unique case study in navigating the incredibly diverse, often complex Indian film industry, particularly mastering what we now call the pan-India approach.
Ah, right.
Creating films that deliberately try to transcend linguistic barriers, marketed and consumed nationally, not just regionally. Her journey really shows a deliberate understanding, I think, of how to connect with audiences across vastly different cultural and linguistic landscapes.
That's a critical distinction, and what's particularly striking when you dig into her background is how grounded her beginnings were, especially for someone who has scaled such dizzying heights. Rashmika Mandanna was born on April 5, 1996, in Virajpet, a serene town nestled in Karnataka. She belongs to a Kodava family.
A distinct community within Karnataka.
Exactly, known for its unique culture, language, often strong martial traditions, too. Her father, Madan Mandanna, manages a coffee estate, and her mother, Sue Mandanna, is a homemaker. But here's an intriguing detail, and maybe a foundational one. During her childhood, her family actually navigated significant financial struggles. Imagine the subtle pressure, or perhaps the immense motivation that must have instilled in a young girl pursuing a demanding, often unstable career like acting. This experience, according to our sources, is frequently cited as the bedrock of her remarkably grounded approach towards her career and, very notably, her financial management today.
That makes sense.
It speaks volumes about early lessons in resilience and pragmatism. For her education, she attended Coorg Public School, then pursued a bachelor's degree in psychology, journalism, and English literature from MS Ramaiah College in Bangalore.
Wow.
Talk about an academically robust and diverse foundation.
Yeah, and zooming out a bit, if we connect this to the bigger picture, her academic background, especially psychology and journalism, combined with those early financial hurdles, it arguably gave her a unique lens. Think about it. Psychology offers deep insights into human behavior, motivation, invaluable for understanding characters, empathizing with audiences, even managing the pressures of fame. Journalism, on the other hand, cultivates critical thinking, sharp communication skills, and an acute awareness of public perception, narrative control.
Okay.
These aren't just theoretical qualifications. They equipped her with a toolkit for navigating complex scripts in public life, those financial struggles. They wouldn't just make her frugal, they'd likely foster a disciplined work ethic, a clear-eyed view of the value of hard work. Absolutely crucial in an unpredictable industry. It suggests a methodical rather than impulsive approach to her craft and career choices, prioritizing stability, longevity perhaps.
So she had this intellectually rich and personally challenging foundation. The big question then becomes, how did she bridge that gap? From academic pursuits and those grounded family experiences to the dazzling, often unpredictable world of entertainment. What was her initial foray, and how does she make it count?
It's a fascinating leap, and it didn't begin directly with acting. Her first steps were actually in the modeling world, which is, a common path, but not always guaranteed. In 2014, she secured a significant win, claiming the Clean and Clear Fresh Face of India title. I remember that campaign.
Exactly. And this wasn't just a beauty pageant. It immediately positioned her as a fresh, recognizable face, led directly to her becoming a brand ambassador for the company. This exposure was pivotal. It got her noticed, created a tangible public profile. What's strategic here is that she didn't just linger in modeling.
Right.
She leveraged that visibility. It was a clear, calculated entry point into the public eye that then opened the door to her acting debut. Signaled an ambition beyond just magazine covers, I think.
And that door swung wide open in 2016 with the Canada romantic comedy Kirik Party. Now, this film wasn't just a quiet debut.
No, not at all.
It was a commercial juggernaut right out of the gate. Resonated incredibly well with audiences, and her performance was lauded, earning her the SIMA Award for Best Debut Actress.
which is huge for a first film. Absolutely. For those less familiar, the SIMA Awards are among the most significant accolades in South Indian cinema. So, to win that for your very first film, quite an endorsement. Immediately established her as a talent to watch. She quickly cemented her standing in Canada cinema with other successful films in 2017, like Anjani Putra and Chamak. Then came a pivotal move in 2018, her Telugu debut with the film Chalo.
Okay, so the shift begins.
Exactly. Now, here's where we really start to see her strategic mind perhaps at play. Later that very same year, she starred in the romantic comedy Geetha Govindam.
Ah, yes, that was massive.
This wasn't just a hit. It became her definitive breakthrough, catapulted her to wider recognition within the Telugu industry, and earned her a Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actress Telugu, another highly respected honor. And she didn't rest on her laurels. She kept consolidating her position with other major Telugu successes like Saraleru Nikavaru and Pishma, both in 2020.
Right.
This wasn't just a series of lucky breaks. It feels like a systematic, calculated expansion.
Exactly. That debut with Kirik Party wasn't just a hit. It was like a masterclass in building a solid foundation. Many young actors might be tempted to jump immediately for the biggest, flashiest projects, or maybe only stick to their home language. But her team clearly understood the power of a strong, critically and commercially acclaimed regional entry. This wasn't a fluke. It set a clear precedent for her strategic progression.
Mm-hmm.
Her ability to then transition successfully into the Telugu industry, which is a much larger market, different audience sensibility, distinct narrative styles, more expansive production scale within just 2 years, is truly remarkable.
Yeah, that's fast.
It tells us she and her team weren't just seeking roles, but understanding market dynamics, audience preferences, and how to effectively replicate success in new linguistic territories. Geetha Govindam confirmed she could carry a film, deliver compelling performances, and connect deeply with a new, broader demographic. It proved her versatility and market appeal beyond her home language. It's almost a textbook example of expanding one's brand systematically, avoiding that common pitfall of being typecast in just one industry.
And that systematic, strategic buildup truly paid off, didn't it? Leading to her explosion onto the national stage. This is where her story really transcends regional stardom and speaks directly to the changing face of Indian cinema.
Absolutely.
In 2021, she gained phenomenal, truly widespread recognition across India with the pan-India blockbuster Pushpa, The Rise.
Unavoidable that year.
Right. Her portrayal of Shrivali in this Telugu action film resonated so deeply with audiences everywhere. Pushpa became a cultural phenomenon, viral songs, iconic dialogues, the distinct aesthetic. This film wasn't just a hit. It was a massive, unprecedented success that definitively cemented her position as a prominent actress nationally, truly made her a household name far beyond South India. But she didn't stop there. Continuing her strategic expansion, she made her Hindi cinema debut, the 2022 film Goodbye, starring alongside the legend Amitabh Bachchan.
Quite a co-star for a Hindi debut.
Indeed. While the film had a modest box office performance, her role garnered significant critical praise. Earned her a Zee Cine Award for Best Female Debut, a significant accolade in the very competitive Hindi film industry. Her career trajectory just kept soaring, demonstrating incredible versatility across languages. Sitaramam in 2022, critically acclaimed Telugu period romance.
Beautiful film.
Varisu in 2023, a commercially successful Tamil action film alongside superstar Vijay.
Big Tamil entry there.
And then Animal in 2023, a massive, albeit polarizing blockbuster in Hindi cinema, which further cemented her Bollywood presence and showcased her willingness to tackle diverse characters.
Definitely diverse.
And we're still looking ahead to Pushpa 2. The Rule in 2024, the much-anticipated sequel, already generating immense buzz. It's an almost unparalleled run of multilingual, multi-industry success in such a short span, a clear demonstration of her universal appeal.
This trajectory raises a truly compelling question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How does Rashmika's journey not just reflect but actively shape the shifting landscape of Indian cinema? For decades, there was a very clear, almost impenetrable distinction between, say, a Bollywood star and a Telugu star.
Yeah.
Audiences were often segregated by language, regional preferences.
Yeah, that's true.
But her ability to star in major, successful films across Telugu, Canada, Tamil, and Hindi markets isn't merely a personal achievement. It signifies a profound, industry-wide transformation. It speaks to a growing pan-Indian audience consuming content across languages, driven by streaming platforms, strategic marketing, a globalized cultural appetite seeking compelling stories regardless of origin.
Interesting point about streaming.
Right. Filmmakers are now increasingly casting talent based on universal appeal, screen presence, box office draw, rather than just linguistic origin. Rashmika's career path doesn't just adapt to this new era. It exemplifies how talent can strategically transcend traditional industry barriers, becoming a truly national rather than regional brand by carefully selecting projects that offer cross-cultural resonance. She's not just part of the trend. She's a frontrunner, showing others how it's done, focusing on strong roles and audience connection over language-specific loyalty.
That's a powerful observation. She's not just navigating the shift, she's defining it. And her undeniable influence and market power are very clearly reflected in the formal recognition she's amassed. She's been honored for her outstanding work with numerous CIMA Awards, that Filmfare Awards South we mentioned. But what truly underscores her widespread success and influence, both within and arguably beyond the entertainment industry, is her significant inclusion in Forbes India's prestigious 30 Under 30 list in 2024. So when we pull all this together, what does her incredible roster of achievements and this particular accolade truly mean for her standing in the industry and maybe the broader cultural conversation?
Being recognized on Forbes India's 30 Under 30 list, especially for someone in entertainment, it really transcends simple popularity or critical acclaim.
Hmm.
For Rashmika, it signals her immense economic clout, her undeniable ability to drive brand endorsements from national, international companies, command premium fees across multiple languages, and directly influence box office numbers purely by her presence.
Right, it's about the business side too.
Exactly. It tells us she's not just an actress, she's a significant economic force, a formidable brand, and a cultural touchstone for a massive young demographic across India. This isn't merely about awards for acting, it's about being recognized for sharp business acumen, strategic brand building, and that unique ability to connect with diverse audiences in a way that translates into tangible market power and influence. It places her in the league of young leaders shaping various industries, not just entertainment. Validates her impact far beyond the screen.
What an absolutely incredible journey we've charted today. I mean, from her modest beginnings in that small town in Karnataka, navigating those early financial struggles, Rashmika Mandanna has meticulously built a career that just epitomizes versatility, ambition, and an astute understanding of India's incredibly diverse film landscape. She's transitioned from regional favorite to a true pan-India phenomenon, rightly earning her title as the national crush. Her story is one of consistent growth, strategic choices, and, it seems, an unwavering connection with her audience, proving that a grounded approach can indeed lead to stratospheric success.
And this trajectory offers valuable lessons, I think, for all of us. This journey really begs a thought-provoking question for you, the listener. How does Rashmika Mandanna's ability to consistently adapt, to immerse herself in new languages and cultural contexts, to strategically select roles that transcend regional barriers, and to ultimately connect with such diverse audiences across India, how does that serve as a powerful example? Not just in entertainment, but in any field that requires broad appeal, continuous evolution, and a keen understanding of a diverse market. What specific lessons can you draw from her disciplined work ethic, her strategic career choices, her unwavering pursuit of excellence? Especially in navigating complex, ever-changing environments and building a brand that truly resonates on a national, maybe even global scale. It's about more than just acting. It's about strategic growth in a multifaceted world.